Okay, I'm testing out. I was gonna test out two, but I'm actually testing out three mods. Um, because I actually had mod testing that I thought I'd already shot video for, but apparently I don't like that video very much, so I'm gonna make. I'm just using this video for that. The first mod is the CROSS Cybernetics mod. It has in the Cross series, something like 7 or 8 mods. Might have even been like upwards of like 10 or something. I know there are a bunch, and they integrate very well into the game. There's these little pieces of armor you can see on my character here. Um, uh, they're fully moddable. You can go into uh, there's a cybernetics workstation that's added to the game. Um, the advanced engineering it requires the advanced armorsmith um, edition. That's another mod, um, and it has its own workbench, a cybernetics lab, and you can change the colors on things. Let's go ahead and mess with the torso so it's easy to see. Um, you can change the look of the armor, so it'll have different it'll have a different appearance. Doesn't look like it'll have a different. Let's see. Oh, it does have different damage resistance. If you look on the side of the screen there, and it'll have different appearance as well. Let's see what this did. Haven't used this one before. Yeah, so you get this that shell on my back now. It was different, and I have it so it's black, but you can also change the color of it, um, and that's pretty sweet. Yeah, you can tell it like the palette, and it'll say um, what what colors you're changing, primary, secondary, and the leather color, and it'll say like if you, depending on which um, paint scheme you use, it'll say what it'll do. I have the Brotherhood of Steel on all of my armor, and so it'll like for mine, 0.28. It's black, black, and gray. Black is kind of my thing anyway. Um, kind of boring for some, but that's just what I prefer. And textures, version Brotherhood of Steel, all these different ones. Pretty nice. How much effort they put into this one, and um, I'll probably do more looking at it, but I'm doing 3 mods, so I'll go back to it. Um, the second mod I would like to show off, people have probably already gotten it, is the smokable cigarettes mod. With the smokable cigarettes mod, what the game does, what the mod does, is it allows you to make a lighter at a chemistry station. And so you just go into your utility thing here, and it will show a flip lighter or a golden flip lighter. I use the golden flip lighter, and um, if you choose to use it, it's under aid. So we'll go under aid, and then the golden flip lighter is there. I also have it favorited, so when I use it, it shows her lighting up a cigarette. It shows the a match animation. Oh, the camera is kind of fuzzy sometimes. It's depending on where you're positioned. That's one little thing I found about this mod that I don't really like that much, but it's whatever. Um, but this allows you to have the smoking cigarette animation that so many NPCs have, and nicotine also gives you it gives you a stat. There's an effect that it has. Let's see if I can see what that is. I can't see what it's doing. Um, yeah, I can't tell what that is doing to me. Um, but it does have an effect. Um, and then after a while, it just runs out. And if you pick up your weapon, it just kind of goes away. But yeah, put your weapon down. She's still smoking. And yeah, depending on where your camera is positioned when you light up the cigarette, it's it's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to focus on what she's doing. See if it's like that all the time. See, she's lighting up a cigarette again. Okay, so it's like that a lot. I don't know the situation in which it would be different. See if that changes anything. Okay, so it doesn't let me go into first person. If I was in third person when I started this, it doesn't let me go in first person. Yeah, the camera's kind of fuzzy. That's not really cool, but it's kind of whatever. And the reason I say that is because it's a user created mod. I mean, like someone put work into that, so I have to appreciate it. I mean, I bothered to get the mod, so I appreciate it. And like being a degenerate smoker myself, like it adds a little bit of more personalization to the character. Uh, Moving on, uh, the third mod I wanted to show off is the basement bunker, basement living mod. It adds these in crafting and for settlements. It opens this gives you this these little shelter like basement cellar doors, and you just place them anywhere in a settlement. And so I'm going to place a few of them actually. I'm going to place this one. I have it set so I can build anything like however much I want. So I'm just going to show off these things real quick, just for testing purposes. And so I have those two. I think I'll put another one. Cellar workshop. Okay, so I'll just show off these three. I've never used these before, so we'll see what it does. This is the first time for me, and see. Bear with me, my load times are kind of long, just because like I like to think I'm running a higher end computer, but sometimes I get tricked and it's not quite as good. Okay, so here we have a room, and according to the mod, you can place these in any settlement. So it like doesn't they say it doesn't replace settlements. Um, it just adds these rooms to settlements. This is a very basic room. Wow, a plunger. Hey, Psycho. My character is a drug addict. I am not a drug addict, but my my character is a drug addict. I guess if you consider nicotine a drug, I mean I sometimes do. If you consider it a drug, then yeah. But I'm not really a drug addict. Um, yeah, it has a fuse box that gives you 100 power, and so let's see. I'm going to the crafting. Yeah, and if you go into the workshop mode, you can um, you can change all of this. You can take off the shelves if you want to. That's I'm just going off um, what the details and the description of the mod are, and below I will I'll write down. I'll make sure to add a link to this mod as well as the other mods that I'm showcasing today. Not really showcasing. That's a fun word. But it's not really showcasing because it's just me showing off these mods. that other people have probably shown off better than me. But yeah, let's see. Let's go into the next one. See what the other one looks like. So I'm kind of blind as far as what to expect in this mod, because I'm not really blind, but I'm blind as in I haven't played it before, and I haven't looked up any videos as to what to expect for these rooms. Wait, is that the same? Ba Backyard bomb shelter and basement bunker. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Okay. Um, uh, the developer or developers of this mod said that this is like a lot of these rooms are they're copies of old other cells, but they're um, what's special about them is that you're not going to have um, like raiders and stuff coming in here and messing with your stuff. You're not going to have it be attacked. So that's pretty nice little thing. But I don't know if that's guaranteed. But I know that in a lot of cases, raiders will not follow you because uh, they don't leave their spawning area. They spawn in one area and they don't go too far from that area. Let's get a light on in here. Okay, and just like before, there should be a yeah, there is. There's a fuse box that gives me 100 power, and I can put more lighting in here if I want. Let's go into the building mode, and I have another mod. I'm not like there's another mod that allows me to do this, but I have a lot of building objects. And I'll link to that mod, but I'm not showcasing it. I'm just saying that it's there, and that's why I can put this here. I have a lot of different I have a lot of different things that allow different building objects to more personalize an individual settlement. Let's see, is that on? That doesn't look on. Some of these lights, they're technically lights, but they don't actually work. So I like to get the ones that work. That doesn't appear to be doing anything. Let's use this. Okay, so um, it says it has power. Do I just turn it on or? Okay, so default lights. You hit that button, it changes it to what it was before the developer put lighting in here. And see, I haven't actually messed with this at all. Trash and debris. Debris. It's a little bunker room. It's actually pretty nice. I think I'll start using these. Glad I got it. But on to the next one, in any case. I'm not afraid my game is going to like crash or something because it never does. But it does give me especially long load times. I kind of like that it gives me long load times rather than crashing. But I'd rather not have crashing or long load times. Um, Personally, like it to load fast and not crash. Okay, so I'm just making a little assumption here that um, with the um, with each of the like progressive each progressive bunker basement door you place, they get bigger and more fancy. I'm hoping that's true. Let's see. Uh, I didn't want to cancel, so I cleaned it up a little bit. Huh. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a copy of another room because I remember I've seen rooms like this before. Well, I've seen a room like this where you could see through to the back. There's a terminal here. Okay, I don't have it connected to anything, but it's good to have a terminal because I can do all kinds of things with that. And like before, I can mess with it. Yeah, I can make things go away. Yeah, cool. There's a radio. That's cute. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's it for the showing off mods. Um, in my next video, I'll probably show more of the CROSS Cybernetics because that's a very in-depth mod, and I think I should really go more into detail with how that mod's actually working.